are setting up your hotel in the back end, you are actually updating more than 48 amenities in the back end. Out of those 48 amenities, depending upon their importance and demand, top 7 amenities will be brought and kept on the front page. So currently the definition of all those top 7 amenities are here. So I stands for high speed internet. Doesn't matter whether it is free or paid, but your hotel has a high speed internet. P stands for pool, free shuttle either from city center or airport. F stands for fitness center. B stands for free breakfast. Now this B is free breakfast to all rooms and all rates. So even if you have one room type or rate plan which has got no breakfast included, then you cannot put this B there. Dine, D stands for dining, so you need at least one dining facility available at the property. And R stands for free parking. So let's look at the hotel. So there is a hotel called Hotel Raviraj, which says they only have a dining facility, but they don't have internet, parking, pool, shuttle, fitness center. They don't have free parking. There is a hotel called Hotel Studio Estique. They don't have any amenity. Now this doesn't mean that they don't have it. Their distribution provider did not tell them that their setup is wrong. This is not the mistake of the hotel or a revenue manager. The problem is the distribution provider doesn't want or maybe doesn't care, to go and tell the hotels that this is how the setup is. Yeah.
Sorry, in the distance, what does 3E2S mean?
So that is east, south, northwest. So it is the way you define it in the system. So let's say you are saying Vivanta by Taj is 3 miles east from the airport.
It's miles as well.
It's miles or kilometers. So if you want to know this more in details, there is a command, and then the travel agent further goes in to find out whether it is kilometers, miles. If it is 3 east, then what exactly does it mean? But this is again tricky. A lot of hotels who understand this GDS space in details, what they do is, if they are far from the airport, they will not mention the airport distance. They will show that I am 2 miles from the city center. Because here on this screen, it doesn't matter. This screen only tells you the distance. So for example, Lemon Tree Hotel Hinjewadi is 11th Northeast. They may have updated it as an airport distance, but what they can do is they can actually say 1 mile from the city center. Because the travel agent, if the travel agent is here, the travel agent is not going to maybe look at Lemon Tree because they will think that this is far off, So are you all okay? Are you scared? Okay, good.
It looked actually better.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So that's distance. Thank you for asking that question. So, okay, so we were here. So let's look at Doubletree Pune. It says they don't have a dining facility, which is impossible. They don't have free breakfast. La Meridian Pune say they don't have free parking. Westin Pune says they don't have free parking. So again, it's not the mistake of the hotel. It is the distribution provider which should handhold you and tell you how your hotel is visible. Are you searching for Sayaji Hotel? Yeah. So then.
Number 7 page. 7th page.
Yeah, but there is a good news. I'm going to come to that point. Yes.
So me as a hotelier would never come to know how my property is being quoted under the GDS and how my property is being displayed.
Yeah, you can. So what you need to do is you need to make sure that you ask this question to your GDS provider.
That is how I get to know how.
Call them up, tell them that, guys, I need to see the screenshot. Can you do a generic search? And you need to tell them that you understand the terms. Because once they look at you as somebody who understands GDS, they'll start fearing for their life. So tell them that, send me a screenshot of a generic GDS search, So, and then the next field is called rate range. So what it does is it picks up the lowest rate for that date. So in this case, 17th December. Highest rate, so it may be executive suite or whatever that highest room category, and it tells you the rate range on that date for the hotel. Extremely important because, so if I'm a travel agent, I will again see Westin $121, that's not my budget. So let me not even look at that hotel. Let me look at something else, Now you will also observe a little asterisk mark on the extreme right hand side corner. That is nothing but the definition of that asterisk mark is here. It's called rate assured. So what the GDS system does is they are tied up with Rate, what is that travel click report called? RateView?
Rate 360.
Rate 360. So they are tied up with that system where in the back end every fortnight they go and search these hotels using that report in all channels. So what GDS does is GDS finds out if this hotel, Hyatt Pune, has any rate lower than this rate in any other system. So it's like a rate shopping that happens in the back end, and if the system comes to know that one particular hotel doesn't have rate in parity with other channels, so for example Hyatt Pune has a rate of $64 minimum rate, and then they find out that Make My Trip had $59, then what they do is next time they will remove the asterisk mark. So if I am a travel agent, I will see that Oakwood Residence Naylor Road is not in parity, Oakwood Premier Pune not in parity. So this means that there is some channel available which is selling at rates lower than this GDS channel. So the travel agent may not look at their hotel because he thinks, well, they are selling cheap somewhere else. Okay. So that's why the rate assured is very important. These are the definitions of amenities I said, and then comes the glamorous part called the GDS marketing. So if your hotel is not here, and if you want to say something to the travel agent that, you know, I am a Marriott or I am a Sun and Sand, I am a Sayaji, and my rates are 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, including breakfast transfers, how do you do it? So there is a way, something called promo spot. These are the marketing messages of Sabre GDS, and every other GDS allows you to do that, you know. So this is called promo spot teaser line, which says MC 0132494 is the MC is the chain code of Marriott. 132494 is their hotel ID in Sabre GDS. Name of the hotel, they say special rates from USD 121 onwards. Now if I'm a travel agent, I may think, wow, Marriott at $121. Let me click on JP star 1. I straight go into Marriott hotel, book it, I'm on the confirmation page. You know, so that's the paid thing. Any question?
How do you connect, I mean, being a standalone hotel, suppose you want to connect this place. So how do you do that?
Just pick up the phone and call me up. Yeah, I'm just kidding. So if you're a standalone hotel, what you need to do is you need to go to any CRS provider in the market. There are many. You need to first ask them, do my hotel stand any chance of getting reservations in GDS? So you need to understand if there is a potential in that market. So which market are you in? Pune? Okay, so awesome. So you need to first get the productivity in Pune market. So if you go back, for example, here. So Pune does about what? Where is Pune? Yeah. So about 48,000 room nights in GDS, Sabre alone. Now, if you multiply it by 2, you are having about 1,100,000 room nights in Sabre, in all GDSs put together, you know. So
does this only include travel agents or does it include RFP?
all. So even if it is RFP, the reservation has to be booked by a travel agent, you know. So this is all the room nights being generated from the GDS platform. I'm going to come to RFP as well on the next screens. So you just need to go to any CRS provider and ask them, can you connect me to GDS, you know. Yeah.
Is there any optimizations involved, like it's like, you know, booking engine kind of thing? Is there any optimization, you know, involved in that? Suppose you have to come in the first page.
Yeah, so
It's like organic, like in the Google, what you do, the organic.
yeah, this is a great point. So Google took a lot of cues from these GDSs. So the way GDS lists their hotels in their platform. So take an example. Even if your hotel is not on the front page where you have to pay, what do you do to make sure that it is on the second page? At least it's not on the 10th page. So what Sabre does is, they will try and look at the setup of your hotel, which includes the star rating, they will look at the amenities, they will look at the distance, they will look at whether you are in parity with other rates. And there are some other factors as well. Based on all those factors, they will then optimize your hotel and try and make sure that you are on the front page. Other example. Now, if I am a La Méridien Pune and travel agent is searching this. So they are saying hotels in Pune, 28th August, one night, one adult, SQ-Park. Now Le Meridien Pune said they don't have a free parking. Now even if they are paying $10,000 to be on the front page, they will not appear. That's the time when your hotels, because there is a gap now. Now just see how many hotels will go off if they're searching by parking. 1, 2, 3, then 4. So there are 4 vacant places where your hotels will come in and you are not paying anything to be on the front page because you have updated the amenity correctly. So there are 48 such amenities which if are updated correctly, then you will always have a chance to appear on the front page.
So who does that optimization?
Excuse me, can I request you to use the microphone so everybody can...
Yeah, who does the optimizations? Does hotel do, or the provider does, or the CRS does?
You as a hotelier. So when you sign for any distribution partner, for example, if we are lucky and we do a partnership, then you get a backend tool, like you get a channel manager backend tool from STAAH, you will get a similar backend tool from us, and then you update the content, the rates and inventory, everything there. Now you may ask me, why do I update 4 different systems? So I update one system for channel manager, one system for GDS, another system for something else. So it's not the case anymore. Now channel managers and distribution technology systems are all connected. So for example, STAAH and we have global partnership. We are having end-to-end two-way connectivity. So if you sign with us, for example, on GDS, you don't have to even touch our system. You do a one-time setup and then the rates and inventory will all flow in from him. And when you get a reservation in GDS, it will again flow automatically to him. So for you, the system of records still remains STAAH. So you don't have to worry about maintaining GDS separately. Yeah, but if you want to update the setup, you still have to go to our system and update the setup. Right. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, thanks.
Awesome.
Thank you.
So this again works on commission basis, or how is it? The bookings,
Yeah.
whatever bookings
Yeah.
are through GDS, it's like what on
Yeah.
commission basis?
Yeah. So there are 2 types. One is you get a travel agent, like Samuel Machado is a travel agent, and you walk into my office saying that I want to fly from Pune to New York. Okay. So I'll ask you, do you have contracted rates?
Right.
Do you belong to any company? You said, no, I'm a normal FIT customer. Then I will say, okay, I'll do a normal search on a generic search, so-called generic search, and I will show you the bar rates. And you say, okay, let me book a bar rate. So if you book a bar rate, it's commissionable by 10%.
That's the flat percentage.
Flat 10%. It's not mandatory. You can choose not to pay any commission.
Okay.
But the ballpark best practice is 10%, because if I'm a travel agent, why do I book your hotel if you are not paying me anything, if somebody else is paying me? So 10% is the commission that goes to travel agent, plus you have to pay certain amount, either percentage of revenue or per transaction, to the distribution provider. Yeah.
And does my commission percentage in any way affect my ranking? It won't.
No.
Like it's there in cases of in case of other OTAs, like depending on the commission
No.
I'm giving to them. Okay.
No.
So ranking won't be affected by the commission percentage. Perfect.
We don't change it based on commission. Yeah. Okay. So now you are on the spotlight screen, and if I think, okay, out of these 12 hotels, I will decide to book. Again, this is a Bangalore hotel, just for your knowledge. But if out of those 12, 13 hotels, I decide, okay, let me go and book one particular hotel. If you click on it, you come to the landing page of that hotel. Now this is like the landing page of your hotel, you know. So this is the name of the hotel, chain code, hotel ID, address, phone number, fax number. This is the local landmark, taxes percentage, rating, which is star rating. Don't get confused that my hotel now, I was just talking to you and he said, we are now accredited as a 5-star hotel, but the GDS doesn't know it. And GDS doesn't care what Indian government has given you in terms of ranking. They have their own system. Okay, so I'm going to come to that point. So for them, it says 4-star, and then starts your rates. Okay, now everything above this point is static. It doesn't change normally. Everything below this point is